Want to know how you can protect your devices and your data ahead of a hurricane? I got you. Hi, I'm Carlette, your guide to a digital lifestyle with easy tips to navigate everyday tech challenges. In this video, we'll explore the most practical tech tips to gear up for a natural disaster. After all, we are knee-deep in a predictive active hurricane season fueled by climate change in the middle of a global pandemic. Wow, let's pray for the best, but prepare for the worst. If you find this information useful, then please click like and share it with a friend. If you have questions, drop them in the comments and I'll follow up. At the end of the video, I have a special low-tech tip which could be a lifesaver, so stay tuned. Break out your smartphone and start taking pictures of everything. Take photos of everything. Use your phone to document the exterior and interior of your home or your car. And if you're fortunate enough to have additional structures on your property like a gazebo, kennel, playground, or shed, get images of those too. Don't forget your smaller valuables. In my case, I take photos of my laptop. Perhaps you would take pictures of your jewelry. Don't hold back. Snap away. Taking pictures first makes this next step easier. Open up your smartphone notes app or fire up a spreadsheet if you're so inclined and make a list of your valuables. Ideally, your list should have a full description, the date the item was acquired and the cost of the items. Feel free to email this list to your insurance provider from now. It is still advisable to place your passport, your birth certificate, and other important documents in a Ziploc bag or suitable sealable container, but take it a step further and use your smartphone to scan it all. For documents, I highly recommend taking a scan rather than taking a photograph. Trust me, a scan will make a better print. Now, both iOS and Android offer native scan apps that you can use, so you have no excuse. Grab your scans and your photos and your lists and email them to yourself. It's the quickest way to get them into the cloud. You should still do a full backup of your phone, your laptop, and other data using the 3-2-1 method. Simply put, always have 3 copies of your data, 2 physical copies in different locations and a copy in the cloud. I get chills just thinking about it, being flooded out, seeing everything washing away, being rescued, and then logging onto an internet-enabled device to access all my documents. A happy ending, but still scary. Even with all the communications options available in the modern age, a hurricane can be disruptive. So plan ahead and let relatives and close friends know what alternate communication methods that you will be using. If phone lines are jammed and instant messages are delayed, consider text messaging. Checking in as safe on Facebook is another popular trend. You could consider voicemail. If you're too young to know what that is, go look it up. Save your phone battery by recording a voicemail message for all your callers to hear to let them know your situation, which I hope is safe. Speaking of battery life, charge everything. Do you remember that power bank that you won at the office party? Charge it. Got a banger phone, old smartphone, retired iPad? Make sure they're all fully charged. Then tweak the settings to reduce battery drain. I have a whole other video on that, but briefly, turn off location tracking, delete data-hungry apps like Facebook, and reduce your screen brightness to start. Make sure you have a full tank of gas and a car charger too, because it could save you in a pinch. If you're using a prepaid phone, it's time to top it up. Buy some credit, pay for minutes, upgrade your data plan. If you're using a postpaid phone, double check to ensure that the account is up to date. Do what you need to do to stay connected. Now, since you're connected, you may be tempted to hunker down with your TikTok, Twitter, or Instagram feed, but I don't recommend it. Pick and periodically check just a few trusted social media accounts for the latest updates. Find and download a good news app, preferably a local app. And this is where I recommend the free Gleaner app. Here's my WhatsApp warning. Be cautious. WhatsApp can provide valuable updates or spread fake news, and your wits are its only filter. Worse, ongoing group messages can drain your battery. Mute the groups that are not likely to provide practical information during a crisis. Check on your electronics and your connections to make sure that they're not vulnerable. Is your cable from your ISP properly secured, or is it exposed? Are your router and cable box too close to the floor? Are your solar panels battened down? This is the time to shore it all up. Since we can't be sure that the lights will stay on, it's best to have your own. Solar Buzz introduced me to the empowered Lucy inflatable solar light at an Earth Hour concert staged by Alex Morrissey a few years ago. On a side note, Alex, you gotta bring back the Earth Hour concerts. They were great. Anyway, back to the Lucy inflatable solar light. It's simple, effective, waterproof, and easy to use. And most importantly, it is reliable. Not only have I had one for more than 5 years, but it has also survived as my son's toy, and it still works. I think it's a requirement for every hurricane kit, car kit, camping kit, whatever kit. Speaking of great products, find a battery operated, or better yet, hand cranked FM radio. I'll leave a link in the description for a good model with a multi-purpose light, a charging port for your phone, and solar panels. When compared to the internet, voice over IP, terrestrial phones, satellite, and broadcast TV, FM radio is still the most reliable communication system everywhere in the world. Here is where I drop in another shameless plug, this time for Radio Jamaica. If the power fails, at least you can be entertained. Before we go, let's do a quick recap. As soon as this video is finished, grab your smartphone and take pictures of all your valuables. Scan important documents and email the files to yourself. Make a list and share it with your insurers. Make multiple backups of all your data and charge your devices. Make a comms plan for your relatives and close friends. Top up your account, download a good news app, and mute unnecessary groups on WhatsApp. Finally, move your devices to higher ground, secure your cables, and get some lights and a real radio, not just a radio app. You got this. Please tap like and share this video with a friend. Visit my website at carlettdelion.com for more tech tips, blog posts, and helpful videos. Also, you can tune in to Tech for Life every Wednesday at 8:15 on Radio Jamaica. Until then, take it easy. Mosquitoes everywhere. No more shoots in the garden. Too many mosquitoes. Ugh.